Hey Heather, I noticed your note in the grading column regarding the Chapter 7 pen practice, and I agree, the pen tool is really very difficult to work with. I thought I would do just another demo. I thought had done this in the chapter, but I'll do another one just kind of dedicated to the intricacies of the pen, and I'll try to make it brief so that I don't bore you to tears, but at least help you get a little bit more acquainted with the pen tool in Photoshop. It's a vector-based tool for this particular software, and vectors are really another software's expertise, like Illustrator, but it does make an appearance in Photoshop, and so we need to spend a little bit of time getting to better understand them and how they work in Photoshop. Um, but to begin with, I'm going to grab the pen tool. And you'll see that there on your layers panel, there's the background that we're drawing upon, and then there are the three layers that we want to draw with. So I'm just going to shut these other layers off just so I don't accidentally get drawing on one of those, and I'm going to draw the diamond. And the way that you create the diamond is to get your pen tool and then just click once at the very top. You don't click and hold or click and drag, you just click once. And then I'm going to go down to this second corner and click a second time, then to the third corner and click a third time, click a fourth time on the fourth corner, and then go back up to the top. And when you see that little round circle at the lower right hand side of your pen tool, that's when you want to click, and that closes out that path. Now, if we wanted to add color to that path, I'm not sure that that particular lesson gets into it. So I am going to just real briefly go into our paths panel. All right, sorry, I needed to attend to something here for a moment. So again, we are going to go up to our paths panel. I'm not sure that I even have mine up. Let's see if I do here. Yep. And you'll see that the drawing that I just created on the diamond level comes up as a work path on the paths panel. And I'm going to click on this down facing arrow, and I am going to say fill that path. And I'm going to fill it with a foreground color, and then I'm going to click OK. And there you see that that path is now filled with color. I'm going to do one more diamond, and then I'm going to move on to the flower shape, which is a little bit more complicated. But all right, so again, with the pen tool, you just click once and make sure that we're still on the diamond layer on the layers panel. Click secondarily on the second corner of that shape, third. And again, you're just clicking, you're not clicking and dragging. And then we're going to close out that shape by clicking right where we started, and now the shape is closed. And again, you'll see on our paths panel over here, the work path, we have another little triangle created, or diamond created, sorry. And if we wanted to, again, fill that path, it's considered a subpath. So let's say fill that subpath. And we're going to fill it now with, let's fill it with black. And then click OK. And there you go. Now that path is created and filled as well. One more time. In fact, I might as well just finish these out, right? Close it out. Go to the Paths panel, click on that down-facing arrow, fill subpath. It's called a subpath now rather than a path because it's a path that's on an existing work path that we had created earlier. So this one I'm going to create with 50% gray. And then I'm going to click, no I'm not either because that's too much like it is. Let's go to color. And then I'm going to choose a color I want to create with it. And then I'm going to say OK, and it will fill with that color. All right, so now I am going to, like I said, I'll just finish this one out. It'll take me 2 seconds, right? Make sure I'm on that layer. Click, not click and drag on each one of these corners. And then close out that path. Go to the Paths panel, not the Layers panel, but the Paths panel. Click on this down facing arrow. We're going to fill that subpath. We're going to fill it with a color. And there you go. All right, now we are going to go to the simple flower. I'm going to make that visible. And the textbook does give you some instructions for filling a simple flower, I believe. So what we want to do with this, I think that's on page 166. We are on the simple flower just going to click once with the pen tool at the tip, and then click and drag horizontally on the rounded head of the teardrop, and then I'll show you rather than talk you through it first. But so first we're just going to click once here, and again make sure that you're on your layers panel and the simple flower is highlighted, and then we're going to click once here, and then we're going to go right to the top of that rounded area. We're going to click and drag that out, and see how nicely that creates that arc. So again, you're clicking and then you're dragging with your mouse. And then we're going to come back here and we are going to finalize that arc or that shape. And then I'm going to, if you need to manipulate that individual shape, because look at mine, I don't really like it that well, how that is not, oh geez Louise, okay, let's try that again, how that isn't conforming to that shape. So I can go back in and get my direct selection tool, which is right here. It might be, yeah, it's A is the quick key, and as soon as I clicked on that line, the anchor point and then the anchor handles that allow us to manipulate that point became visible, and then I manipulated that. So again, going to go up here. We're going to fill that subpath. Going to fill it with the foreground color. Click OK, and there you go. All right, and then I'm going to do it just one more time, and then I will, you do the same thing here, but just 2 different times. You close out 2 different shapes. I should show you how to do this circle one too, because that's a little bit difficult as well. So let's, again, we're going to click here once at the bottom, and then don't click and drag, just click once, and then click up at the very top here, and rather than releasing the mouse, you want to click and drag again. And then we're going to come back over here and close out this shape. And again, you see I got that little curve there that I don't like that much. So I'm going to go back over here, get the direct selection tool. I'm going to click on this path or on the anchor point, either one. And then I can get the handle and just click and adjust that a little bit as I see fit. Again, go to your Paths panel. We're still on that same work path, so I'm going to click on the down facing arrow, and I'm going to say Fill Subpath. This time I'm going to fill it again with maybe black and click OK. And there you go. Now I'm going to get the pen tool and I'm going to show you how to do this circle, which is a little bit more difficult, but not bad. So I'm going to click once down at the bottom here, and then I'm going to click once at the top and drag. Actually, I'm going to redo that. I don't like the way that's looking, so I am going to also step backwards once. And I am going to click and drag here, see if we can do this any better. And then we're going to click up here and drag. Drag this direction because that's the way that it came. And then I'm going to click over here to close out that circle. I'm going to drag just a little bit. And now you can see, as with the other, we can select these points and we can just adjust them just a tiny bit. Till we get almost perfect. I would spend hours with this if probably. But then I'm going to go up here to my work path, and I'm going to go here to the drop down menu, and actually I want to not sure why that didn't come up as a path this time, but I'm going to save the path. We're going to call this circle. Maybe it won't let me make that one a selection without it being selected. Okay, so I am going to go over here. I'm going to select this path, hopefully. All right, for some reason that's not registering. So as I do if I have issues, I'll just back up until I have to redo that again. So I'm going, because you only have one undo Command Z, I'm going to do Command Option Z, which allows me to back up a couple of times. All right, I'm going to do Command Z one more time. I'm going to get the pen tool, and I am going to go to the, well actually we're still on the simple flowers, so I'm going to come back here now, make sure we're still on the simple flower. I'm going to come over here, click once and drag. Then I'm going to click up here and drag. This time I'm dragging to the left, not to the right. I can already tell I'm going to need to manipulate those some. And then I'm going to close that out. I'm going to get the direct selection tool. And I can see that I'm still, for some reason that path still is not showing up. But without spending a great deal more of your time, I am going to at least save this out now so you can see how the working with the pen tool works. These saving out for the different paths is of course important, and I'll spend a little bit of time with that, and let me know if you have additional questions for that too. But hopefully this helps, Heather. Thanks.